we're actually putting our T-Series unit in this car for this customer, and he said, oh, I've got to get the guy to rerun the wire because I want the Caravan camera coming into here. Because he's like, I don't have the sort of 4-pin one. But quite often you're going to have something, who knows how many pins you're going to have up here, but probably 6 to like 9 are going to a screen. But if you follow that cable down, and 9 times out of 10, it's like going to be in your kick panel down here. You can just pull this trim off the bottom, and this bit actually comes off sort of the same. It actually has been taken off a bit roughly before because it's not clipped on right. And it's got a little screw at the back here that should screw off, and then you can actually pull this whole thing out. But I can see enough here anyway, so you can see it's actually got camera 2, camera like 1. Now I bet you, there's our 4-pin aviation cable. And this one here, that's all sort of folded up, will be the one that we're going to like use, because this is the one that's going to the back of the car. Now I'll show you. So it's going to come down here, and this customer was like, oh, I have to get it rerun, but he doesn't actually, because he thought, oh, then I've got this. But if you follow behind like this, it's going to come to one of these, and again back to a 4-pin, because he said, oh, my new Caravan's got a 4-pin one on it. So he has the exact same thing here that he needs. So he'll be able to plug his Caravan camera into there. Now we can add on one of like these, we do sell these as well. Just gives you a tight end sort of mounting point. Like a lot of people just have this hanging out the back now. It's up to you, depends how good you want it to look. So that cable, we're going to cover how you put that into the back of our head unit to get the Caravan camera happening. Now the customers are sort of dropped this off and hasn't really told us beforehand about what he's like sort of wanted. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a 4-pin Aviation to RCA. That's going to be able to get it into our head unit. And we're going to use 2-in-1 smart switcher. Now the reason why you use this is because when you go into reverse, you're always going to see the car reverse camera, so you need some smarts to override this. This allows the Caravan to be like master, so if there's a video on the Caravan, it will show that. If not, it will show car. So basically what is going to happen here is, I'll try and show it to you in here. Now there's only one other thing you have to worry about, is we've got a smart switcher for AHD cameras and one for like not. Now most Caravans aren't up to AHD quality yet, so you should be okay on the one that's like not. We'll put the links in the bottom to help you out. So what we are looking for to start with is our camera input, which if you remember was floating around here somewhere. So there'll be an RCA cable, rear camera, it's not that one, it's the 360 camera one. This is on a T-Series unit. It's just down here, just had it before. Comes out of here somewhere. Oh, here we go. This thing here. So we have this. Now we're going to unplug this, and the output here from our 2-in-1 switcher is going to go into here, because that's the video output for our head unit. And on here, you just need to test these because we've labelled them wrong or once, but I want the car to be the slave. So car will go into slave. Master is going to be the Caravan, so get your 4-pin to Aviation. Master's Caravan, and that's going to plug 4-pin Aviation into the line going back to your Caravan. And the only extra thing you need is you need to give power to the camera. So you need to get power and camera to the smart switcher. Now I'm just going to jump the power off the cigarette plug here, positive and like negative, so you can get it from wherever you want, or so wherever you choose, but that's where I'm taking it from. Right, so we've given power to here, so I've actually tapped into the negative and the positive here of the cigarette plug, and I've given power to that DC plug and to our 2-in-1 switcher. Just make sure you run them under here and then back up. Now what you want to do is you want to try and get this into that plug that we found before. I don't know how much is going to be extra hanging off the end of it. We might have enough. If not, we're going to have to run an extra cable anyway. So always with these, testing before you put it back together. I had enough to pull this cable. This was the other 4-pin cable out all ready. Now that's all plugged in how I showed you, the 4 pins into there, to our smart switcher. The two RCAs are coming out, so this is jumbled now because it's all here for like testing. But you'll see if I go around to the back, I've just chucked a camera in for testing purposes. So I've just put a camera on there into our like 4-pin, pretending that's the Caravan. So when the Caravan's hooked up and we go into reverse, you can see we see the Caravan camera. Now it's black and white, and that is the issue you're going to get if you use the wrong 2-in-1 switcher, because that camera that I've put on the back for testing purposes is an AHD camera. That's all we really like roll with, is always an AHD, because they're the best quality. But majority Caravans don't have AHD on them, so you'll need our non-AHD one. So then we're gonna sort of simulate the Caravan being unplugged, and we come back in, and we're gonna throw it into reverse, and we're back to our car camera, as you can see there. So that is all working well. I'll just show you at the end of this video, is into your apps here. Look for one called Cam. This one, you can click on it and you can drag it and put it on the home screen. Now the reason you might want to do that is I've got the Caravan camera hooked up now. If I touch on this, we get a view coming up of the Caravan camera. That is what some people are after, because they want to use it as a rear view camera. And then it could be the case that they want to, long press. I thought this one does support a split screen. Okay, so it does seem on our new Android 13 versions, you can't split screen this rear view camera anymore. We'll look into that, see if we can fix it. We'll just have to see if we can sort that out. But that is basically how you hook up the 2-in-1 switcher in the T-Series, and just explaining what we did there.